Titans general manager Mike Borgonzi has said he's taking calls about the number one pick in the draft. And, he's listening to what everybody has to say. Bennett, as a Titans fan, how do you feel about Mike Borgonzi taking calls about the number one pick? Do you want them to try to shop the pick for the best deal available, or just take me a quarterback?
I just am disgusted. I was so excited to get the number one overall pick in this draft. It's just something positive to come after that disastrous season that the Titans just had. And by all accounts, this is like the worst NFL draft of all time. I mean, it makes me want to puke, dude. It really does. We're never going to get the number one pick again. And this team has been desperate for a franchise quarterback since Steve McNair. And it's just, it appears it's not going to happen. Like, I've been following like the mock drafts and stuff. And like Mel Kiper's obviously got one of the most popular ones, and he's got them taking Abdul Carter, who might have a shoulder issue. We don't really know yet, but he's the consensus pick, it appears, for some of the big mock drafts. And I can't argue with that. Like, again, I don't want to draft a quarterback that's not going to be a, potential future Hall of Fame quarterback or someone that can win a Super Bowl. But it just sucks being in this situation that you're in this draft where you're a franchise that desperately needs a quarterback, and it appears that like the people are just kind of meh on the top quarterbacks. Like they're
But here's the thing: people don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
If I would have told you last year, like let's say this, Bennett, if I would have said, Bennett, last year the Titans have the number one pick in the draft, all right, and I'm going to give you Jaden Daniels. You would not have been excited about that. You would have said, really? Is Jaden Daniels the best quarterback I can get out of this draft? Man, what a weak class. God, what a bad year to have the number one pick. If I would have given you Jaden Daniels last year, you would not have been excited about that. But if you had Jaden Daniels right now, you would be excited about that. Am I right?
Right. No, that's very true. That's very true. I mean, listen, I have said all along, keep the pick, draft one of the quarterbacks, and I know who I think I would want, but you got to make the decision.
Bennett, you got to make the decision. Go on record. Who do you want?
I still think I want Shedeur. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I don't know, man. I would not be shocked if we look up next season and he's like awesome for the Jets or something. I like Shedeur. That's who I would take. But that's not going to happen.
Well, hey, I'll be rooting for you, okay?
I don't feel good about where this is heading, man, at all. Like, I was so excited about getting that number one pick, and now I'm just not really excited at all about the draft. What I would not do, though, is trade down. Like, come on, man. You got the number one pick. I know this team needs a lot. Just draft the best player. Just draft the future Hall of Famer. That's what you have to do. That's your job, Mike. Like, that's why we hired you. You got to.
That's your job.
Yeah, draft the best player. Honestly, at this point, with as depressing as this whole thing is looking like it's going to go, just I don't care if it's a quarterback. Just freaking draft the best player, and I'll take it. Just please make sure they're a future Hall of Famer.
Hey, I'm going to be rooting for you. I'm not stressed about it. It ain't none of my business. I've got Juan Soto, so I'm not stressed about anything right now. I've got Juan Soto. But I'll be rooting for you to get this right. I hope you get it right, Bennett.
Yeah, me too.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m.